I'm Marie Schumann, and I'm German born, but I live in Switzerland. I'm an artist based in Zurich, and I work with the medium of textiles and often with the technique of weaving. So I used before I often use the industrial jacquard weaving loom, but actually it's really about process experiments and this method of trial and error, and also as a way of thinking, and then it goes into interventions in space, but all around the sort of this metaphor of the textile in our society, because it's in our language, on our bodies, in space, in our history, in our culture. It's sort of the base of many things. So I've never been to Kaohsiung before, and it's also my first time in Taiwan. I brought this Nikon from my parents from the 80s. I used to bring always a disposable camera in my bag somewhere, but now they are sort of, I think, out of production. I focused around town on all the different ways of covering things, because sort of this term for me is really interesting. It is very related to textile because it is the very basic way of, I don't know, making architecture, where you just put a piece of something flexible up and you are sheltered. But also the core point of this term is that you are covering the body. It's not about architecture, you know, how static you build, what kind of typologies you want. And it's really the body's core to it. But I was mostly, I think, impressed by seeing the master we saw on the side of the harbor. It was the embroidery master. He was like showing his way of, I don't know, his way of how he does his technique, but also it was showing a lot of him identifying himself within this. We saw his home, so also you could see inside someone's living. And then he was really opening everything to us, and it was really, really a great experience. In this sense also, embroidery as a language came into my interest, and then it was quite interesting to also find the root of text and textile in the same word, in this Latin word that means actually to weave. So I came back to the textiles, and then also finding screen, this term that is actually also rooted in shelter. So yeah, I made those works, which I called body screens, because it sort of, yeah, is this mediating, or is in all of those different in-between stadiums of body, language and space, and yeah, and that's what I worked on.